What is happening, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. All right, there we go. Good. Turn that down. Boom and boom. We'll get rid of this. Get everything queued up. Get it ready. Just give me a minute here, folks. Just kind of getting everything all squared away. All right. Awesome. 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 Let me see. Boom. All right, cool. Rock and roll. All right, so what's going on, everyone? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So wanted to do a team call tonight, but we're going to do it here in the Facebook group instead of the conference room. The conference room has been a little inconsistent as of late, so I just want to get in here in the Facebook group and utilize our forum here too. Plus, honestly, we have a way to reach a lot more people here with Facebook than we do with the conference room, at least right now. So we'll keep it that way. But anyway, just want to keep it relatively quick tonight. We don't have to carry on too long. But number one, I want to make sure that I have a chance to answer a lot of people's questions because Funnel X ROI, if you have not gotten started with Funnel X, I'm just going to be blunt. You're missing the boat. You're really, really, really missing the boat. It's just been absolutely exploding for not only myself, but so many people on our team and people that are literally getting results right away with the system. So for those of you guys that are with Funnel X ROI, I want to share with you two different things that I was kind of going over today. One thing is with ClickMagick. I just want to make sure that you guys understand tracking and make sure that you guys understand not only tracking, but specifically how to track when you do a traffic run. There's good ways to do it, and then there's really good ways to do it. And I want to show you guys those things. And then I want to show you something with Udemy, a little trick that I learned today. This is all part of that ILT, Invest, Learn, Teach. Anytime you guys learn something, you should really try to turn around and teach that to somebody else because, plain and simple, the more people that have better knowledge about building a business online, then the better they're going to do, plain and simple. So I want to share with you guys a little trick that I kind of learned today with Udemy. So I want to share that with you guys. So when you guys are going to buy your traffic, if you're using this for whatever, if you're using this for Now Lifestyle, if you're using this for Funnel X, if you're using it for whatever, these are some good things that you can do to look at to get really good quality traffic. Okay. So that being said, let's just see who we got on here, folks. All right, we got Nicole, George, welcome. Carlos, good to see you. Julia, Donald, how are you? Deborah, good to see you. So here's the thing. First thing we're going to do, plain and simple, Funnel X been involved now for what, 16 days now? 16 days, I think. It's been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And like I said, for those of you guys that are just tuning into this or just watching this, if you have not gotten started with Funnel X yet, then realistically, and just my honest opinion here is you're doing yourself a disservice by putting all your eggs in one basket and not diversifying when you have the opportunity to not only build your Now Lifestyle business, of course, build your downline, build your cycle commissions, build your your recurring income every single month. You also have the opportunity to do that and then earn an additional 4 other income streams on top of that. All right, so just think about that. So instead of one person joining you in one business opportunity, that one person can join you in up to 5 business opportunities. It's much more lucrative. It makes a lot more sense. All right. So, all right. That being said, I want to share my screen because, plain and simple, I just want to share with you what Funnel X, and I mean in a very, very short amount of time, has done for me. And I want you guys to have these same results. I want you guys to take this just as serious and keep feeding your funnels. As long as you are feeding your funnel and you're doing it consistently, you're doing it every single day, and you're finding ways to get more traffic, more eyeballs on your funnel, then you're going to continue to win, plain and simple. So let me share my screen. We're just going to kind of go through some of the the Funnel X results right here. So you guys can see, whether you're watching this now on our Facebook group or you're catching the replay either through an email invite or through, you're getting this on YouTube or whatever it is. I just want to share with you guys, these are my real life results in the last 16 days. Okay. So I started Funnel X on the 15th of September. It is now the 30th of September. Okay. So you guys can see right here, my easy one up. Commissions, 43 members, $12,625 in sales. Now lifestyle, I did a date search. So this is the 15th through the 30th. Okay, so 15th through the 30th. You guys can see 2,200 plus 253. So we're talking roughly $2,500 right there in commissions just from Now Lifestyle. We're going to go to Advertising Boost, which is income stream number 5. Right now, you guys can see down here, $1,759. And then we're going to also go to the leads, the Funnel X Advanced, where I have $1,300 in sales right there. So guys, honestly, you add that all up and it is over $18,000 in the last 16 days. I'll say that again, over $18,000 in the last 16 days. All right. It's just been amazing. So like I said, if you're not using Funnel X, then you're doing yourself a disservice, because the funnel is just absolutely amazing. The other thing I want to talk to you guys specifically is about Easy One Up. And one of the ways for me that Easy One has been really, really effective as far as those big front end commissions. So as you guys can see there, over $12,000 in the last 16 days, right? So I want to talk to you guys, and I want to be a little direct, and I want to be serious here. And I want you guys to think that if you are going to run consistent traffic to Funnel X, if you are going to, and you hear the top leaders, we talk about this all the time. Adam and Ashley talk about it. Richard and John talk about it. Janet talks about it. Joel talks about it. I talk about it. If you are going to treat your business like a business, it will pay you like a business. Period. End of story. If you treat it like a hobby, like a little part-time thing you just throw some money at every now and then it's not going to pay you like a business. All right. You have to treat it like a business. So any business that operates in the world of, the internet needs good, consistent traffic every single day. So if you're going to take your Funnel X funnel and you're going to feed it traffic every single day, I would strongly encourage you to look at your Easy One Up level that you're at. And a lot of you either watching this now, or, you guys might later watch this on YouTube or through an email or whatever. So many people are coming in at like the $25 and $100 level, which is okay. I get a lot of people, they want to test the waters, and they want to see, does this work? Does this work? Am I going to make any money doing this thing? So they kind of tiptoe in there, and they just dip their toes in the water a little bit, and they come in at that $25 to $100 level. That's okay. It's okay to start there. But again, think about the long term. Think about the bigger picture, and think about where you want this to go and what you want this to do for you. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because in the past 3 days, I have earned over $1,600, $1,600 from just passed up commissions. I got a $1,000 sale, I got a $500 sale, and I got a $100 sale that were all passed up to me because the person that I sponsored in that is driving traffic is not positioned to earn those commissions. Okay, so understand that. The pass up thing is real, guys. The pass up sales is real. All right. And this is a very important thing that I want you to think about. For me, I'm in at the Vertex Live. I'm in at the 2K level. So for me, I'm never going to miss a commission. Someone comes in at the $1,000 level, I get a commission. Someone comes in at the 2K level, I get a commission. Somebody comes in at the $500 level, I get a commission. I never miss a commission. However, in the last few days, I've earned over $1,600, $1,600, because people below me are driving traffic into Funnel X, and they are not positioned to earn the larger commissions. So those commissions just went right to me. Don't get me wrong. I like money. I'm not going to turn it away, but I would rather see you guys get the commissions because you are positioned properly. You are positioned in a place where you're going to win. And if you're going to drive traffic, if you're going to work this as a business, just think about the fact that you don't want to lose sales. You don't want to miss out on opportunities to earn those bigger commissions. It's the same thing in Now Lifestyle and having NLS University. If plain and simple, if you're going to drive traffic to Now Lifestyle and you're not all in, I mean, just in 2018 alone, I've probably earned over $3,000 or $4,000 from people that I've sponsored that drive traffic that aren't all in. So when those people go all in, I get the sale. All right. So just think about it. Think about where you're at in Easy One and think about how much traffic you're going to be driving. And if plain and simple, if you're going to treat this like a business, and I'm being direct with you, I'm being honest with you, because I don't want to see you lose out on sales. I don't want to see you miss out on commissions because as an example, you came in at the $100 level and then you're driving traffic and then somebody comes in at the $500 level, you lose that whole commission. That doesn't mean that you get to keep 100 and then 400 gets passed up. No, you lose all of it. So I'll say that again. If you're in at the $100 level, all right, and then you drive traffic and you sponsor someone, and that person that you sponsor comes in at the $500 level, you don't get any of that. You don't get any of it. If you come in at the $100 level, the only commissions that you're qualified to earn inside Easy One Up, are the $25 commission and the $100 commission. That's it. So if someone comes in at the $1,000 level and you're at the $100 level, you don't see that sale. That sale gets passed directly up to your sponsor. So whether it's me or whether it's somebody else, again, I want you guys to understand this, that if you're going to drive traffic, you need to be positioned where you can earn as many sales as possible. Plain and simple, where you can earn as many sales as possible, because other than that, it's the same thing with Now Lifestyle and the NLS University. If you're not all in and you sponsor somebody that goes all in, you don't see that sale. That's how a lot of affiliate marketing opportunities work. So just understand that. Okay. So just please understand that. And like I said, in the past few days, I've earned over $1,000, over $1,500 just from passed up commissions. Okay. So there you go. You have that. As we get towards the end, I see a lot of comments coming through here. And like I said, you want to get in where you fit in. And I understand that sometimes, financially, people can't go straight to the $2,000 level. I totally get that. And I'm not saying that people have to turn around and go to that level. Get in where you fit in, but also realize that the reality is, and this is how affiliate opportunities work, if you're at the $100 level and you're driving traffic, there is a decent possibility that you're going to lose commissions because people might come in higher than you. You can still earn commissions. You can still earn the $25 commissions. You can still earn the $100 commissions. And then right up to whatever level you're at, you can earn up to those commissions. But again, just being forthright, just being honest with you guys here, I want you guys to understand how that works, okay? So let me get into, I want to get into traffic and I want to get into click magic, all right? So I'm going to share my screen again. I want to show you guys Udemy, and I've been really doing some poking around on Udemy here. And one of the things that we're going to look at is buyers, and this is taught inside of Funnel X. David goes through and he shows you proper ways to look at and start to select buyers. Which buyer do you want to go with? Basically, a lot of people that have sales. They have, when people run ads with them, they get sales. So as an example, this is one of the buyers right here that I found that has a lot of feedback and he's getting sales. Now, one of the ways that you can also do this is, some of the things that I did is I actually went on these little icons that are up top here. I clicked on this and this says, like 20% sales. So meaning that roughly out of all the people that run, that buy traffic from this particular vendor, they get up to 20% sales on that first run. That's basically how that works, okay? So as I was going through, and you can search for lots of different things here. I like to search for people that have at least 100 plus ratings. You guys can look at this a bunch of different ways, but so I'm looking here, I'm specifically looking at people that have over 100 ratings, positive ratings, and people that have up to 20% sales ratio, which means that when people run traffic with this specific vendor, okay, when they run traffic with this specific vendor, that people do get sales. They don't just get the leads. Sometimes people get sales as well. So this traffic here, this source Udemy is covered inside of Funnel X. All right. So I don't want to go over the same exact thing that David did inside of that training. However, I do want to show you some extra things that I'm doing that could get you some really good, basically get you some really good lists that you want to start marketing with. So as an example, as I was scrolling through here, I found this guy, and this is just one example, okay? And this is a trick that you guys can do. So as you can see, he's got 785 positive ratings, which is really, really good. And then up to 22% sales, meaning that when people use his traffic, up to 22% of the time, they get a sale on their first run, which is really, really cool. So now what we're going to do, and this is what David suggested in his video, is we kind of scroll down, and I'm going to start looking through some of the feedback. So this is another tip. This is another thing that you can do when you find somebody specifically that says that they got sales. So now we're looking at the actual users. Okay, we're looking at the actual users under this particular solo ad provider. Okay, so we're scrolling through, and what we're doing is we're looking for somebody that said that they got sales from one of the runs. Okay. So as an example, great experience, bought solo second time, good percentage of opt-ins, 2 free trial signups. So, okay, free trials, that's cool, but we're looking for sales. So as we scroll through here, also too, what you can see over on the side here, this little thumbs up and the $0 icon, if there were sales, this would be green. So again, just something that you guys can look for in here, okay? So these are just little tips, little things that you guys can do as you're selecting a vendor. All right, so here's a perfect example, and you guys might recognize this person. So it says another very good solo, 43% opt-in, 23 free signups, and 2 sales. All right, 2 sales. So that's a good thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this actual user, this Udemy user. And we're going to go through and specifically look at the vendors that this user has actually used. So obviously you can see the person that we just used right there. You can see another vendor here, Scott Price, and then we'll scroll through and we'll look for, this is how you can start to find other vendors that could potentially, be providers that have a lot of sales from their traffic. Okay, so as an example, what we'll do is we'll just pick this person right here, a very good buyer, thanks for your business. So we're going to click on Stefan, and then we're going to go here. You can see Stefan, of course, because I've narrowed down the filters here, has up to 20% sales with a lot of people that use his traffic. So again, scrolling down through, again, just looking for more feedback that lists that they got sales when they used his traffic. So all I'm doing, I'm scrolling through really quickly, and I'm looking for this little green dollar icon. And that usually means that people got sales with Stefan's traffic as an example. All right. So what's good is the feedback. There's feedback for this person literally every single day, which means that this vendor also runs a good amount of traffic. See, I don't know, you got to be careful too. Again, just do your homework, because this one specifically sells. I'm sure more sales are coming, even though they put the little, icon that, yes, they got sales. Sales opt-ins over delivery, great. So that was a little sandwiched together. Delivered really good results, ended up with 56 subscribers and 5 signups. So no mention of sales there. Good solo, okay, good solo, okay. Highly recommended. blah, 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 blah. 80 signups. All right, that's pretty good. Great delivery, responsive, timely. I got one sale and 80 signups. So again, just a little trick that you guys can do is once you find a vendor, if you're on Udemy, and once you find a vendor that has, basically a vendor that you're looking at, and you want to start to look at and get more vendors, start going through their comments and start looking for people that got sales. And then you click on that actual user that made that comment that they got sales. And then you see what other vendors are commenting on the user to say, thank you for your service. Thank you for the ad spend. Thank you for whatever. And then so you can see the people that are getting sales, plain and simple. You're going to see who else they're using. All right. So that's a cool little trick that you guys can use. It's something that I found pretty useful. I was looking at that today, and it really, it helped me find like 3 or 4 other vendors that are on Udemy that have traffic that consistently get people sales. All right. So again, just want you guys to keep that in mind if you're using Udemy. And again, if you are using specifically, if you're going through the Funnel X training and you watch the training that David did in the back office of Funnel X, and he showed you guys how to use Udemy, now you can basically take what I just showed you and kind of just have a few extra additional things that you can do to find vendors that have traffic that potentially yield you sales right off those first runs, which is really, really cool. All right. So the other thing that I want to go over tonight is I want to show you guys ClickMagick. And a couple of times this past week, I've done trainings that have talked about ClickMagick, talked about traffic, and specifically talked about tracking your traffic. And I want to show you guys why this is really, really, really important to track your traffic. But also, I want to show you some strategies that you guys can use, when you're tracking your traffic. All right. So as an example, a lot of people, when they go, if you go to Udemy and you're going to buy some traffic, a lot of people start out small, and it's okay to start small. Just like earlier when I was talking that, when you come into Easy One, some people start out small, and small is okay in the beginning, but over time you want to be able to scale up. And this is where it's important to be testing your traffic. All right. So as an example, I have a solo ad run that's going right now. This is my solo ad run that's going right now. And we'll just see, I'm 432 clicks in to a 1,000 click solo run. Okay. So I got 1,000 clicks and I'm 432 clicks in. UC, which is unique clicks, all right, means that the click wasn't like doubled up. So I'm 432 out of 1,000 right now. What's really important here is if you're going to do a solo ad run, this is the links that are available with Funnel X ROI. Okay. So I think there's up to 8 different links. So you have vacation 1, you have vacation 2. And by the way, this page right here, vacation squeeze page number 2, this was just added yesterday. So if you guys want to test a brand new page, this would be a pretty good one here for you. All right. It's a little bit different. This one here is just a plain white background. This one has like a drink on the beach, a little more chillaxing type of thing. So you have those 2 vacation pages, and then you have, what do you have? 7 of the VIP pages. So there's 9 pages total. So there's 9 different pages that you guys could test. So here's my point to this. If you're going to go and you're going to run traffic to your funnel, you're going to run traffic to Funnel X, it's really tough to decide which page you think might convert the best. So my recommendation is, if you're going to purchase enough traffic, and what does enough mean? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. If you're going to purchase enough traffic, you want to be able to test which pages convert and which pages don't. And I can promise you this, and I can honestly tell you this, every vendor is going to be different. Plain and simple. Every vendor is going to be different. So for me, I've created in ClickMagick, I've created, this is my Alessandro ClickMagick link. And I also have a Udemy ClickMagick link as well. I have 0 set up right here because these are the solos that are going to start this week. But like I said, I also have a list going right here. So I want to show you guys specifically. You guys can see these little, I know the screen's really small here, but you can see these little arrows kind of like it branches out and it branches open. This is because I'm doing a split test. And I did a training earlier this week where I showed you specifically how to create a split test. So if you're not familiar with how to create a split test with ClickMagick, just let me know in the comments down below, and I can tag you in that video, or somebody else can tag you in that video, and you can watch that because I walk you through step by step, click by click, how to set up a split test. But if you TC, which is total clicks, if you click on total clicks, you're going to see I have 4 different pages that are in here right now. All right, 4 different pages. So I have my primary URL, which this is the classified. This is the classified page. All right. Then I have the 3-step. This is a new page. This one came out recently. VIP number 4, and then vacation 2. All right. So I'm not going to go through all of those, but again, these are 4 different funnels that I'm running. And I already paused one of them because the opt-in rate was very, very low. So as you can see, the opt-in rates ranged, they're all over the place. You know, I got 11%, 22%, 24%. This one here that was 24% was 32% probably a couple of hours ago. All right. But also realize this too, a lot of this data is also, I just switched a couple of things around in here. So, I mean, we're only talking 40 clicks. And I had mentioned earlier, like how much traffic is enough traffic. For me, and this is just my honest opinion, for me, if you're going to quote unquote test a traffic page, if you're going to test one of the funnels or one of the, the capture pages, then you want to run at least, my opinion, okay, this isn't scientific or anything, you want to run at least 100 clicks per page, okay? So as an example, for me, if I'm testing 4 pages right now, I want to run a minimum of 400 clicks. So that way I can accurately test each page, and then I can know for sure which of these is going to convert better than the other. But which of these is going to convert better than the other with that specific traffic vendor? Because this specifically here is with one vendor. I could take this and I could go to Udemy, or I could go to Traffic for Me, or I could go to Superior Solos, or I could go to, another solo ad provider. And these pages, these numbers might be completely different. So realize that if you run one page to one vendor, that is not the be all that ends all. And I know a lot of you guys do that. A lot of you guys you'll pick one page, you'll go do a solo ad run for 100 clicks, and then you'll get 20 opt-ins and no sales and be like, oh, woe is me, this sucks, it's not working. Well, that's the reason why, is because you basically you pushed yourself into a corner and you're not seeing everything that's out there. Realize that we're all here for the long term. We're all here for the end game, the long-term game. All right. So it's not like I'm going to sign up for Funnel X, I'm going to run one traffic run, and then I'm going to be rich. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Yeah, certain people get better results than others, but also certain people do a lot more or different things, differently or better than other people do. So you got to realize that you're in this for the long haul, and there's a lot of different things that you can do to get better results, plain and simple. So one of the ways that you can help get yourself better results is by split testing. So that's why for me, I wanted to split test a bunch of different pages. And this is really only like the second time I've done this. But the more that you do this, okay, the more you're going to see what pages work specifically with which vendors. All right. So as an example, I have a page at 11%, a page at 20%, and then I have 24% and 22%. So realistically, if this trend continues and I'm going to let it run for like, maybe like another 100 clicks or so, then what I'm going to do is the one for 11% just gets shut off, and then the one for 20% gets shut off, and then I'm just going to split test those two. Okay. And then towards the end of the run, whatever one converts better, I'll just shut off the other one and then go with the better converting page. So then that way I know that if I want to do another traffic run with the same vendor, then I know what page I'm going to use. Does that make sense? All right. So that way I'm going to know exactly what page is going to work with that vendor. Now, as an example, when I go later this week to do my Udemy run, okay, I'll show you guys what I set up here. And keep in mind, all right, keep in mind that that's not going to show me anything. Hang on a second. Split testing. There we go. So with this run, I'm going to split test 8 different pages. All right. So with Udemy, I'm going to split test again. I'm going to split test 8 different pages in one traffic run. So as I mentioned earlier, in order to get a realistic result and know like what's converting and what's not, I want to do at least a minimum of 800 clicks. Okay, a minimum of 800 clicks. Although I'm going to do more. All right, I'm going to do more. If I'm going to split test 8 pages, I want to do at least 800 clicks. If you're going to split test 3 pages, do at least 300 clicks. If you're going to split test 5 pages, do 500 clicks minimum. All right. And again, this is just my recommendation. But if you want to do an accurate split test and you want to know what pages convert and what pages don't, and trust me, you're gonna see it really quickly. If you set this up properly, you're going to see it really, really quickly and know what pages are converting and what pages are not converting. So for me, I mean, I have a nice even split here. And once we start getting in, 200, 300, 400 clicks into this traffic run, you're going to know right off the bat what's converting and what's not. So then you can come in here and you can start changing some of these percentages, or you can just delete a page out, or close a page out, whatever, or pause that page, pause that link. All right. So think about that. All right. Just think about that. I want to make sure that you guys understand how to. Number one, you need to know how to split test. Okay. So in our group here, if you're in our Facebook group here, down below this video I did a Click Magic training where I showed you guys specifically how to split test. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can search my channel, or you can click the link below. You can get into our Facebook group and you can watch the video there. But again, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, I would highly encourage you to get into our Facebook group so you can stay tuned to these live webinars that we do all the time. All right. So yeah, number one, you want to split test whatever vendor that you're using, whatever vendor, whether it's Udemy, Traffic for Me, Alessandro, Superior Solos, whoever it is. You want to be split testing because, like I said, you're just going to push yourself into a corner and limit your results if you just pick one page and then you do one traffic run and you hope for the best. All right, you need to split test. That's the only way that you're going to know what works and what doesn't work. So plain and simple, and this is another thing to think about, and this is some serious stuff here. A lot of times when people pay for traffic, they might think that, oh, I had a shitty traffic run. All right. Now, I'll give you guys a perfect example. All right. I'm going to give you guys a perfect example right here. All right. So this is a traffic run that I got going right now. And you can see this, remember a couple of seconds ago when this was a 24% opt-in rate? Now it's a 29% opt-in rate. That's why we give it 100 clicks to get good, accurate data. All right. So I could say, hey, I ran traffic to this page right here and I only got an 11% opt-in rate. This sucks. What a piece of crap. This doesn't work. No, you need to realize that as a business owner, you are paying for analysis. You are paying for results. Now you have good, accurate data and you know what works and what does not work. Like, you just got good information right there. You got really good, solid information. So now as a business owner, when you go to run another traffic run, you know what's going to work and what's going to get you a good, solid result. Period. All right. That's what split testing does for you. And that's why it's important. All right. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys, between Udemy and Traffic for Me, I hope you guys understand that stuff. So at this point, I definitely want to open this up to questions, because there's been a lot of comments in here. And while I'm doing screen share and everything like that, it's really tough to pay attention to everything that's coming in on here. But make sure that if you guys have any questions right now, please, whether you're watching this now, you're watching this on YouTube or afterwards, or even if you don't catch the live, drop a comment down below and let me know what questions that you have, so we can answer them and we can make sure that you guys have the right information that you guys need. But plain and simple, number one, make sure that you guys are in at the best level that you could possibly be for Easy One, so you guys are not losing commissions. Like I said, there are pass-ups. I've received several pass-ups this week, so just position yourself as best as you possibly can. If you are driving traffic, and if you want to use Funnel X as a business, if you want it to pay you like a business, drive good quality, consistent traffic as much as you possibly can, every day as if you possibly can. And then just be positioned as best you can, so you don't lose out on commissions. And it will definitely pay you like a business if you treat it like a business. Udemy, make sure you guys use those tips and find vendors specifically that when you run traffic, you have a better percent of getting sales, because these vendors have traffic that gets people sales, and you can see it right in the comments. All right. So, and then split test, always split test. So that way you can find out what works and what doesn't. And like I mentioned before, every single vendor is going to be different. So you might do a run with Alessandro, and let's say, as an example, the classified page converts really, really well. And then you might think, oh, hey, well, it converted well with his traffic. Let me go try another vendor, and it might bomb. So that's why it's important to split test as much as you possibly can and get data so you know what works. And again, as a business owner, guys, literally as a business owner, you know what works and what doesn't. That's the best data that you could possibly have, that you can use to improve your results and improve your business, plain and simple. All right. I don't know if I can see your whole comment there. All right, let me see here. Let me read these comments, make sure I answer your questions. Julia's saying, if we are in NLS, which she is, and we don't get any money at the $100, I'm not saying you don't get any money at the $100 level. That's not at all what I said. So as an example, if you are at the $100 level with Easy One Up, and that's the level that you wanted to come in at, then that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that if you're at the $100 level with Easy One Up and you are driving traffic to Funnel X, and this has nothing to do with NLS, nothing to do with NLS. All right. If you're at the $100 level with Easy One and you run traffic, you have the ability to earn $25 commissions, which is the elevation, and the elevation elite, which is the $100 commissions. Those two commissions you can earn through Easy One Up. However, if you sponsor somebody and they come in at Vertex, they come in at the $250 level, all right, and you're at the $100 level, then you lose that sale. You don't see a percentage of it. You see nothing. You lose that wholesale. All right. That's what I was saying with that. So if you're at the, Julia, for you specifically, if you're at the $100 level with Easy One Up, then that's fine. Just realize that you potentially, unless you position yourself higher, you potentially could be losing commissions with Easy One Up. Now with NLS and everything else inside of Funnel X, chances are, again, I don't know your situation, but chances are if you have NLS, which you do, if you have Click Magic and Ad Boost and the lead thing, as long as you have those things, you will not lose sales, because usually most of those, it's one position and that's it. You're not going to lose those sales. So, Deanna, I need to learn how to run traffic. Go through the Funnel X training, 100% go through, fully set up your funnel. And then towards the tail end of setting up your funnel, there's specifically a link. Let me actually pull it right up right now. I'll actually show you. All right. For anyone that's wondering, let me pull this up here for you. So if you're in Funnel X right here, okay, and you go to start here, right here where it says watch me get traffic live with results. So again, if you want to know how to drive traffic with Funnel X, start here and then watch me get traffic right here, this link. Click on that, watch the video, and David's going to walk you through literally step by step, click by click, how to get traffic with Funnel X. Okay, so make sure you guys watch that. David also mentioned that there's a tutorial in ClickMagick on split testing. So again, all of these sites, Easy One, ClickMagick, all of these, they all have tutorials inside of the system. So I would definitely encourage you guys to be somewhat self-reliant, because a lot of the questions are like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? And a lot of the questions that get asked, a lot of these answers are right there. They're right there. So whether it be inside Funnel X, inside ClickMagick, inside Easy One. But I mean, obviously we want to answer your questions too, but you know, if you're waiting, if you're sitting back waiting for somebody to answer your question and you're not moving forward because of that, just be a little more self-reliant, get out there, go. I mean, even if you have to go to YouTube and, you know, try looking up the answer that way. But, you know, a lot of times YouTube can be your best friend, but going into ClickMagick, going into Udemy, the traffic vendor, or going into Easy One or whatever, a lot of the times you can answer your own question just by being a little self-reliant. So, Steve's asked, good question, Steve. With Udemy, are you going to use the email swipe or just the link? For me personally, I'm just gonna use the link. I'm gonna let the vendor, you know, use their own copy, because a lot of the times, 99% of the time, they won't use whatever copy that you give them. But for me personally, I'm gonna let the vendor use their own copy. I'm just gonna give them the link. That's it. So, hope that answered your question. If you upgrade to a higher level in Easy One, do you get a discount on the higher level? No, you got to pay a full price, man. And I made that mistake too. And that's just, you know, honesty right there. I made that same mistake because I came in initially at the $1,000 level, and I thought that was a good place to start. And I realized that my very first day that I came in, I lost a $2,000 sale right off the bat. I could have had a $2,000 sale my very first day, and I lost it because I came in at the $1,000 level, and I think the second or third person that I sponsored came in at the $2,000 level, and I lost that sale. So then I wanted to go from Vertex Pro. I wanted to go from Vertex Pro to Vertex Live. So I didn't just have to pay the $1,000 difference. No, I had to pay another $2K. So realize for me personally, to get the Vertex Live, I could have just paid $2K, but I paid $3K. And that's my loss. That's my loss. So that's why it's good to get positioned like as high as you can and just do it one time. And just do it one time, because every time that you upgrade, you're going to have to pay the money for whatever that level is. So, I mean, if you paid, you know, the 100, the 250, the 500, the 1,000, the 2,000, I mean, you're going to pay almost double to get to Vertex Live when you could just do it once and be done with it. So, anyway, so if you have someone in Easy One Up that says unpaid, what's the next? Well, Carmen, I mean, it depends on. So as an example, if you get let's say someone pays you through PayPal because you have that set up in Easy One. You know, you have your PayPal link or your PayPal email address in Easy One, and then they pay you direct. So let's say, as an example here, Carmen sponsors Bob Smith, and Bob Smith comes in at the $500 level, which I think is like Vertex Elite. Well, whatever it is, we'll just call it the $500 level. So Carmen is going to go on to her team, and it's over on the left-hand side. It's going to say my team. You're going to select the $500 level, and then you're going to find Bob Smith, and then next to Bob Smith's name, it's going to say mark as paid, and then you just click on mark as paid, and then you click, I think you have to click it twice, and you just hit mark as paid, and then Bob Smith is now at the $500 level. So that's what you would have to do there. So if it says specifically that they're unpaid, sometimes I've had to remind people that they not only have to pay the direct commission, but they also have to pay the admin fee as well. And the admin fee is 10% of whatever level they come in at. So if you come in at the $100 level, then they have to pay $10 at an admin fee. So sometimes it will say, person, as an example, person can't be marked complete until they're fully paid, which means that they haven't paid the admin fee yet. Dan is saying, I tried to look for tutorials on Easy One. Honestly, I wouldn't get too caught up on the tutorials inside of Easy One and everything else, because most of the training that you need to run Funnel X, to run your funnel, is inside Funnel X. So really the important thing about Easy One is picking your level, getting in, and then syncing that up with Funnel X. Like once you do that, like you're pretty much good. The only thing that you're going to need to do is, as you start running traffic, as you start sponsoring people into Funnel X, and they pay you, you're going to have to just need to know how to go back into Easy One and then mark them as complete. So I guess I'll show you guys that right now. So just so you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So let's just say that I got a payment from somebody. Anyway, let me just refresh this here. Refresh this. All right. So let's say you get a payment from somebody, right? Let's say you get a payment, and I'm going to mark them as complete. I got a payment from, Susie Q. I'm going to go into my team, and let's say that Susie came in at the $100 level, which is Elevation Elite. All right. So I'm going to go into my team, Elevation Elite. All right. Right now it's showing active members. I want it to show inactive members because I need to mark somebody complete. All these people are all complete. Okay. So I'm going to go to unpaid members, Elevation Elite, unpaid members, and then view program. All right. So now you can see all these people over here. It says unpaid. So as an example, let's just say that Susie Q was this first spot right here. Okay. And it says Susie Q. And I know that she sent me a direct payment because I got it. I got the email from PayPal. I checked my PayPal account. Payment was in there, whatever. Okay. All I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click mark payment received. So I'm going to click, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to go through the process. I'm just going to hit mark payment received. And then there's going to be another section right here and another blue button that says mark this person complete. Boom. You're going to click that again. And then that's it. You're done. All right. So then that way, Susie Q, who just came in at the $100 level, she's going to be marked as paid. And then the commissions will show right here. All right. So that's how that works. That's how that works. All right. Cool. Steve, no, I think at this point we're good, man, because I know I'm paid all the way up. So I think whatever level you decide to come in at, it should be me, unless they have sponsor lock, which I don't think they do, but either way, I think we'll be good. All right. Any other questions? Like I said, if you guys have any other questions, drop them down. If you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, wherever, drop a comment down below. Let me know. We'll see if we can help you guys out. But other than that, yeah, live is going to show David because I haven't done my one pass up sale yet. So if you wanted to go to live, that commission would go to him. But all the other ones should be fine. Because there is, with the Vertex Live, there is a pass up sale. So you get the first one and then the next one gets passed up and then you get everyone after that. So if you guys have to pass up sales, again, that's how the system works, but it's at the Vertex Live level. All right. Yeah. So like I said, pass up sale is two things. The question is, what is a pass up sale? So if you guys come in at whatever level, let's say you come in at the $100 level, and then you sponsor somebody that comes in at the $500 level, you're going to lose that sale. That's going to be called a pass up. The sale is going to pass you. The other part of a pass up sale is, as an example, the Vertex Live, which is the 2K. It's the $2,000 level. If you come in, and this is where I don't know exactly where, I'll have to find it. But I know if you come in at the 2K level, all right, now you're qualified as a Vertex Live, which is cool. All right. If you come in at the 2K level, you're qualified there. Your very first person that you sponsor at the 2K level, you're going to get that sale. Okay. So I already got my first sale. I have not gotten my second Vertex Live. I have not gotten my second sale yet, but that second sale is an automatic pass up. So even though I'm up there and I'm qualified for it, in order for me to be further qualified, I have to pass up my second sale, which means that if any of you guys who are sponsored by me and you come in at the 2K level, that sale is going to go to David, because David is my sponsor. Okay. But any sale after that, any 2K sale, any Vertex Live sale after that pass up, I get those sales. All right. And that's specifically how Vertex Live works. All right. So there's two kinds of pass ups. Is one, you're just not at a level that's qualified. You sponsor somebody that comes in higher than you and you lose that sale. Or if you're at like a Vertex Live, you're going to have to pass up your second sale, but also means that you get your first, third, and infinity beyond that. All right. And that's just how the easy one-up system works. That's how pass ups work. Okay. All right, cool. All right. You just did. Does that mean that you just came in at 2K and I just lost the sale? If so, hey, that's all right. I got to get that pass up out of the way. So if that's what we're talking about, but plain and simple, guys, I want you to understand how Easy One works. It is a phenomenal way to get good direct commissions, and it works really well with Funnel X. Okay, it works really, really well with Funnel X. However, you got to be positioned as best you can possibly be. You got to be positioned as best you can possibly be. So that way, if you come in at the $100 level and you're driving traffic, you could potentially be missing out on a lot of sales, because anybody that comes in over $100, you're going to lose those sales. So yeah, you'll still get $25 commissions. Yeah, you'll get $100 commissions, which is cool, because you could make your money back pretty quickly, but you could also be potentially losing out on a lot more money. So that's the reality of it. So position yourself as best as you possibly can. So then that way, you set yourself up for success down the road. And again, don't think about right now. Don't think about today. Don't think about like, oh, I'm going to lose. I'm going to get a pass up sale. I'm going to lose all this money or whatever. Like for me, like I know at the Vertex Live level, I'm going to pass up a $2,000 commission. I just have to accept the fact that I'm going to pass it up as part of the qualification process. But then again, I also know that I'm going to set myself up for earning lots and lots and lots and lots of $2,000 sales, because they're going to come. It's going to happen, plain and simple. All right. So just make sure that you guys understand that, right? Position yourself as best as you possibly can. Is there a payment plan for, good question, Doug. Is there a payment plan for people that want to come in high, but can't pay all at once? I don't think so. Not with Easy One. It's either credit card, PayPal, or whatever. So, I mean, honestly, I think the best way to do that is if somebody has the means on their credit card, they could come in at the 2K, they could come in at the 1K, and then make, $100 payments or $200 payments to their credit card company every month if they wanted to, versus, pulling out a debit card, pulling out their bank card, and, spending the money all at once. But again, that's up to the individual. But I don't believe there's any kind of payment plan with that. How do you know that someone who opted in got above you an easy one? You have to go through your team. And for me specifically, like one of the only reasons that I knew it, because I actually had a conversation with somebody that I sponsored, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we came in at the 2K level." And I was like, "Wait, what? When?" And they told me, and then I went and I looked. I was like, "Oh damn, I missed that." So I don't think you don't get a notification. You don't get a notification for it. So you'd have to go through and you'd have to look. But I know for me, I found out because I had an actual conversation with the person. Anyway, Carmen saying you don't see an option for PayPal with Easy One Up. So are you talking to pay yourself, or are you talking to, for you to have an actual PayPal so people could actually pay you? If that's the case, then I did a video that showed you how to do that. Either myself or somebody can tag you in that video. I did a training here in our group that showed you guys how to specifically set that up, how to set up PayPal with Easy One. It's pretty easy to do. It's really easy to do. So I'll see if I can tag you in that post after we're done here. All right, cool. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Coming up on an hour. Any other questions? Just let me know. Other than that, we'll get this posted onto YouTube. Make sure everybody can see it there. Like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, guys, please make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and also please click the link down below. Get into our Facebook group so we can help you guys win. We can provide you guys with live trainings multiple times a week and get you guys all the information you need to crush your business. All right, doesn't look like we have any more questions. So guys, I hope this training was valuable to you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you did find it helpful, if you did find that there was some value here, please by all means let me know. Oh, Sean just posted that link in the group there. So hopefully that was for the the Easy One Up training where I went through and I showed you guys how to set up that PayPal link. Sean, thank you for that. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. I know, like, the Easy One Up pill, sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, knowing that you could be missing out on commissions, but please position yourself as best as you possibly can. So that way, think long-term. You want to be best positioned long-term so you can earn the best commissions possible and you can get the most out of Funnel X ROI, because it is super amazing. And like I said, in the last 16 days, it's earned myself and my family over $18,000, which is insane. And we're just getting started. We're literally just getting started. So appreciate everybody. And we'll see you guys on the next live video. And as always, definitely we'll see you on the leaderboard. Have a good night.